for the Buffalo Bills, this is just one of those years where in the AFC, like I love what Lamar Jackson and Baltimore's doing, even though they suffered another injury last night with the running back in Mitchell, and we'll see what happens with the big left tackle who's always banged up the last few seasons. Lamar is so great at extending the plays. Lamar is sensational running the football. He has improved in a big-time way, throwing the football down the field. Him and Isaiah Likely, right? Mark Andrews done for the season. Isaiah Likely is now starting to get hot for the Baltimore Ravens, and they have a good defense, and they have a solid coach. The Ravens are going to be a tough out. But if the Ravens are the best in the AFC, it's not as if it's as intimidating as some other years with what the best the AFC has had to offer. And I say that as someone that's always been pro Lamar, and I say that as someone that loves Harbaugh and believes in this team. But you look at the AFC, I think the Dolphins have problems. I think the Chiefs have problems. And this is a year where it's up for the taking, even with what we've seen through the first 15 weeks of football. And if Buffalo just gets in, and they're 8-6 right now, down the stretch in their final 3 games, their toughest game is going to be up against Miami. They should get wins the next 2 weeks. So you're looking at 10, 11 wins. I think Buffalo is trending towards a playoff team, and not only trending towards a playoff team, but being a dominant team come playoff time. Because through all these hiccups, they get 10, 11 wins, and you start to see that defense improve as the Cowboys offense did nothing yesterday, and you have that offensive line, and James Cook continues to shine, and you have one of the best quarterbacks in football in Josh Allen. And oh yeah, by the way, a team that's been through a lot of problems, but also has a ton of playoff experience against all odds. If I would have said this 3-4 weeks ago, even 2 weeks ago, people would say, Zach, what are you smoking? Zach, what drugs are you doing? You need to take a drug test here. CBS Sports Radio needs to drug test you. But then the last 2 weeks, they've been able to exhale. And that win up against Kansas City, even if it wasn't pretty, and style points don't matter in the NFL. This isn't college football. They were able to exhale and say, wow, we beat Kansas City in Kansas City. And then they carried it over, and they didn't just make it a one-off where they then just went up against Dallas, right? One of the better teams in the NFL on paper, and they obliterated them. It's just about getting hot sometimes at the right time. We've seen it before. We've seen wildcard teams get hot where in the middle of the season you would think they were left for dead, and then the next thing you know, they're in the Super Bowl. That can happen for Buffalo. And if I had to make a Super Bowl prediction right now, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills out of the AFC, and out of the NFC, I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. And right now, yes, I would put the 49ers as the Super Bowl champion. They are just unbelievable with Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, my BFF. You got George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. All the names, we could sit and do an entire segment on the names of the defensive players for the San Francisco 49ers. But I really do believe the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl and they're going to defeat the Buffalo Bills. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I put my money where my mouth is. I put the Bills last week at plus 1,000. But the AFC just doesn't have a team that you overwhelmingly love. Like the Ravens are really damn good. The Chiefs have offensive problems. The Dolphins can't win a big game. And then you have Buffalo that everyone's counted out. Everyone said they're done, they're over, and now they're starting to get life. Now they're starting to get the Undertaker kind of gif that resonates on social media. And they're popping back up from the casket, and they'll be in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl.